lost the opportunity to see my friends because it often revolves around food. It's just easy not to do it, really.
Roz's life has become dominated by her obsession with food.
It excludes you from your family, from Adam and William. They're eating their cheese butties and their packets of crisps and got some chips, and I'm sitting there and I'm not.
Eating together in a restaurant is designed to help the group break their solitary eating habits and start socialising again around food. Today, the group will need to relinquish their usual tight control over the way the food is cooked and the ingredients used.
Guys, regarding the ingredients what we're using here, we have the plain butter, the soya sauce, the oil and the brandy for the steak with the meat.
It's quite difficult to try and get across to people what the real terror and fear of an anorexic is with respect to food. It's the absolute terror that their total self and the way that they are and their very being is threatened.
We've already got oil on it.
It's fine, it makes it taste flavour.
Fine.
It is.
The most difficult thing today was watching Charlie put lots of oil on that griddle. He kept putting it on and I thought, when does it end? And I think this is my fear of going out to eat.
Watching their meal being prepared has been tough for the group. Slowly but surely, they managed to take a few tentative mouthfuls.
I'm absolutely terrified of oil, but I think it's just important to remember that it adds to the taste, and that's why people use it, not because it's a bad thing, and that they're trying to, you know, make you fat or whatever.
I've got the scallops here. I've had some veggies, but I must admit I found it exceedingly difficult watching all that oil go on there.
The group have been able to embrace today's challenge, so the next step is to start rebuilding their relationships by eating out with their friends and family. For Morag, tonight's meal with her husband is giving them some much-needed time alone.
I can't remember the last time I got dressed up to go out to dinner with Richard. I'm going to have the spaghetti with prawns and spinach and red onion and chilli. Yum. Tonight I had what I actually wanted to have, which I've wanted to have for years probably, and it was absolutely delicious.
Big old prawns.
I feel like I've moved on massively, even from a few weeks ago.
I think Morag's been very relaxed this evening, much more so than I think she used to be.
I've really enjoyed it, so it's just proved to me that I can, and there's nothing to worry about, and it's actually quite nice. Nice to be out with everyone else enjoying myself.
Roz, on the other hand, struggled the most with the restaurant task and faces an enormous challenge as she prepares for a meal out with her husband.
I'm not going to order a lasagna or anything like that and really push the boat out, but I'm going to order what I want. And just be mindful that, you know, first and foremost in my mind must be that I need to put on weight. And I just keep trying to remember that.
I think I'm going to have the marinara again.
Whilst it's tough for Roz, tonight she's trying hard to put her anxieties to one side. Fiona's avoided even eating in the same room as her parents, so tonight's meal out is an important step towards reuniting the family.
It's nice going out with my parents because it's just time spent together, which I can really look forward to.
Can I have the monkfish provençal, please?
Of course.
We enjoy eating out together. There have been times when it's not been good because Fiona was backing off from food, but recently she's been very positive.
Thank you very much.
Oh, yes.
That's lovely. We don't spend enough time together, so now it feels like we're making up for lost time, really.
For 3 years, Ashley's social life was put on hold, so tonight's meal with an old friend is a reminder of the fun he's missing out on.
Tonight's definitely not about anorexia for me. It's just about socialising and putting myself back out there again. I really want to prove to myself that I can make the most of good company and not let food dominate.
What drink you having?
Have a pint of the hard stuff. I'll probably just have Coke. Thank you very much.
Ashley hasn't eaten pasta in 4 years, so despite not finishing his portion, tonight's meal has been a huge achievement for him.
I haven't finished my meal, but it's because I'm genuinely full up. Like, I had pasta, for Christ's sake. Like, I said I'd never eat pasta again at one point, and just so pleased with all that's gone.
If you've been affected by any of the issues raised in this programme, go to our website at channel4.com/health. It's Andy and Hannah's final breakfast, and after just 5 days, both are starting to appreciate the error of their ways.
It's not really a proper breakfast, there's 3 biscuits.
There's too much there for one person. I'm really hoping, and I've got the willpower and determination when I get home to keep on eating sensibly and questioning whether I'm hungry and full. And yourself?
It has made a real difference to how I feel within myself, so. And I think not telling James that he has to control what I eat, but asking him to kind of step in so that he can be a constant reminder to me of why I'm doing it.
It's 3 months since Hannah and Andy checked out of the feeding clinic. And now they're back. But how much of an impact has their 12-month eating plan really had?
Right, it is your last day here. Let's give you your diet plans. So, Andy, that one's yours. And Hannah, that one's yours. This is going to be tough because you're essentially leaving here now and it's up to you to make these changes. And I'll see you in 12 weeks' time, see how you're getting on. All right, Andy, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Anna, best of luck.
I feel really positive about the future and moving forward. Once I've put into place the changes with the healthy, balanced diet, if that can be like a long-term thing, it's going to make such a difference to me and my family, so...
Thank you ever so much for this week.
Have a really safe journey.
You've been a great help, thank you.
Yeah, and give your son a big hug for me.
Same here, thank you very much. Take care, Anna. Bye.
I feel like I can leave here and have the determination and the willpower to overcome any obstacles that I know I'm going to face at all. I realise that I might never be skinny, but I can be much healthier and be happy with what I see in the mirror.
After weeks of singling out my lumps and bumps in a quest for the perfect bod, I've turned my attention to my arms. So far I've hit the weights, banded about with Amanda Byram, and even tried a bit of shock treatment to blitz my bingo wings.
I've only got one thing to say about this electronic muscle stimulation device, and that is, ow, ow. I know people say you've got to feel the burn. I didn't think they meant literally. Quite honestly, I would rather go to the gym.
I'm not too keen on using a battery-operated machine to reach arm nirvana, and to be honest, everything else I've tried just hasn't captured my imagination. So, after a little research, I found the new kid on the celebrity block when it comes to toning up your wings, Jakari.
Sorry I'm late. Don't worry, don't worry.
Hello,
Come join
hi.
us. Hi. So this is your fly set that we're going to be using today. So this is your space around here. So the ropes are inside this. You'll notice that they're really, really sturdy. It will take 10 times your body weight. So anything you put onto this bar, you'll be safe.
Jakari was created by a leading trainer manufacturer who teamed up with one of the world's biggest circuses. They mixed up cardiovascular exercise with trapeze-style moves that target your upper body. Because the workout is actually based on real circus moves, it feels more like clowning around, even though it's really tough, and it's already proved a hit with celebrities Misha Barton and Kim Kardashian.
I'm the only one that can't spin properly.
Stop! Stop!
Do you know what? That might look really easy, but it was incredibly difficult. And I reckon that if you kept that up for a few weeks, you would definitely have rock-hard arms.
It's 3 months since Hannah and Andy checked out of the feeding clinic. And now they're back. But how much of an impact has their eating plan really had?
I'd be surprised if I haven't lost a stone, maybe pushing 2.
I don't want to stand on the scales and for it to say less or the same as I was before.
How've the last 12 weeks been?
They've been surprisingly well. I see food in a completely different light.
So how's the food that you're eating now changed? How's it changed from before?
There's a lot more greens in my food. I'm eating more salad. I'm eating more vegetables. I avoid any kind of sweets, crisps, chocolates. I don't touch those at all.
Your big worry was your son Jake seemed to be getting bigger and putting on weight and copying all of his father's bad habits. Has that started to change?
It really has. He doesn't ever ask for chips, which is something that was a daily routine for both of us.
So you'd say that these last 12 weeks for you have been a success?
Yeah, definitely. The way I perceive myself's improved. And I've always been told if you can't love yourself, who else is going to love you? And I've started to not love myself, but I like me much more than I used to.
Hannah, welcome back. How have you found the last 12 weeks?
I found it really hard to start with. Just the quantity of food that I was sort of advised I should be eating. When I sort of looked at it on paper, it didn't look like very much. But when I was actually trying to introduce it into my daily routine, it was very, very hard.
Do you think you've succeeded in making changes?
The main changes, I do have breakfast now.
Good.
And I don't have chocolate cereal for breakfast. I have, you know, sort of a muesli or something like that.
I mean, physically, you're looking better. You're looking brighter, more awake for a start. And how about energy levels? Has things improved there?
Yeah, definitely. I notice it more in the evenings when I get home from work. Instead of just sort of vegging on the couch like I used to, I'm able to help James a lot more around the house and with Charlie, so that's been really positive.
Just before they get their weigh-in results, the pair are reunited.
How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Good to see you.
Yeah, you too. You look fantastic. Your face looks so different. You've lost so much around here.
I don't mean to insult you, but you looked quite tired last time I saw you.
Yeah.
You don't. You look really...
I feel like I've got more energy.
All right, chaps, it's time to put you out of your miseries, really, isn't it? But first, what a transformation, don't you think?
Fantastic. Yeah, it looks really well.
Such a dramatic change in you. Are you impressed?
I am, actually. I mean, I thought Andy would do really well.
What about this young lady?
Amazing.
So you're clearly buzzing with a little bit more energy. And Andy, I mean, your face has changed completely.
So, have the last 3 months made a difference in the weight department?
But weight-wise, do you think you've gained, lost, stayed the same?
I'll be happy if I've stayed the same, I think. But I wouldn't be surprised if I've lost a bit of weight.
Well, actually, you have stayed pretty much exactly as you always have been. No great changes at all. But I do know, to be fair to you, you have been ill, haven't you?
I had a sickness bug, and then shortly after I had flu.
I suspect, looking at you, you did actually manage to put on some weight, but unfortunately, with the illness, you then lost it again, so you are sort of the same as you were. So, Andy, what about you? Your turn. How do you think? What's your guess?
If I've lost 2 stone, I'll be very happy.
Man.
But if I've lost 1 stone, I'll still be happy because I'm going in the right direction.
Well, you've done quite a bit better than 2. You've lost 3 stone, 4 pounds, which I have to say is phenomenal. Not only that, you've lost 8 inches around your tummy, you've lost 6 inches around your thighs. It's dropping off you, and you just look so much better for it.
I feel much better too. I really do.
So, guys, I think, you know, you've both absolutely cracked it. You know you can do it. You know it works. And you know that it's not absolutely impossible, don't you? These little tiny changes that you make in your lives make such a huge difference. So keep up the good work, both of you.
And I only recovered from my illness about a week ago, so I'm really pleased that I've managed to get back to where I was. It's a step in the right direction, and I know that if I go home and carry on, then I will gain some weight from sort of moving forward.
Yeah, you too. You look fantastic.
It's a long journey. It's going to take me a long time to perhaps be the size that I want to be and to get all the weight off. But I know that I can do it.